Hello friends, welcome back. I'm gonna be doing just like a get ready with me, and I'm gonna just be pulling things from my makeup collection to just use, and I did pick up a few like new to me items, so I'm gonna be using those. So yeah, I don't really know exactly what kind of look I'm gonna come up with, but I did want to use the ColourPop Bare Necessities. Like, I had recently picked up a bunch of their makeup palettes, and I don't think I have used this one yet in a video. I have used it, you know, off camera, but I'm gonna be using this today. So yeah, let's just go ahead and dive into this and see what I come up with. So I think I am gonna go ahead and do my eyeshadow first. So I'm just gonna prime with my Milani eyeshadow primer. And I've played around with this ColourPop Bare Necessities palette a little bit. I still need to use it more. I'm gonna first go in with the shade All For You. This one right here. And I'm just blending that in the crease with a blending brush from an 18-piece Amazon brush set. I talk about that brush set all the time here on my channel, but it is super affordable. You get 18 quality brushes for around $10. So I'll have it linked down below. Okay, next I'm gonna use Actiful, the shade right here. And I'm just blending this in the outer V with the Sigma E25 blending. But I just love how many different makeup looks, like eyeshadow looks, you could create with these ColourPop Ultra like mega palettes. And I was telling Josh the other day that I'm just like sick of drugstore brands just coming out with collections that are based on like, I don't know, cartoony things. I get why they do it because, you know, it's like a collectible thing, but I really wish that like brands would just come out with things that were like a little bit more mature, a little bit more thought out than just slapping Lilo and Stitch like the way that ColourPop did, or like SpongeBob on Wet n Wild. Like, it just does not appeal to me. And I know for some people it probably does, but I don't know. I just wish that brands would just come up with like more creative things. It's just like with Too Faced, like I was talking about the other day, like the Too Faced Sweet Peach or like the Pumpkin Spice palette. This is a cute idea. Like, let's do fruit and make it smell like a peach type of thing. You know, I don't know, like there's just so many other themes that I feel like brands could do that would be so much better than what they do. I don't know. That's just like my hot take right now on makeup stuff. I'm just like, come on brands, like come up with something else. Maybe I'm being too judgy about it, but like, what do you guys think? Do you guys feel like that? Okay, I kind of want to possibly warm this up a little bit more, but I'm trying to figure out like what shade I want to use to do that with. Okay, I think I might go in, oops, I just like poked right into that eyeshadow. I'm gonna use the shade here, which is, I think, Hustler. Yeah, geez, I can't believe it just dug right into that eyeshadow. I'm just gonna go to at the top of the crease, just kind of warm the shadows up a little bit. And I'm going to go back with more of All For You, just kind of blend those two colors together. And on the lid, I'm going to go in with Designer Duds, this one here. I'm going to use that on the lid. I'm going to use some of Fuzzy. I'm just going to flip that brush over, and I'm just going to kind of put some of that fuzzy shade like right here in between the lid shade and like the outer V color. I don't know, I just feel like out here in the outer V it's too cool toned, so I'm gonna go in with Crack On, this one. It's like a warmer matte brown, and I'm getting some of that on the Sigma E25 blending. I don't know, I feel like with this eye look today, it's just like not exactly what I was wanting. I feel like that rarely happens with me. Let's see. Maybe I can go in with Talk the Talk, or The Talk. It's above Designer Duds. the talk, this one here. I don't know. I just need to lighten up this lid shade or something. It's just like not exactly what I want. Maybe I'll try to use Complicated. It kind of has like little golden like flecks of glitter in it, but I don't really feel like those show up too much in the crease. I would say that that is kind of like one of my complaints about the Bare Necessities is it just needs like a few lighter, not like super light, like more mid-toned, warm, like transition type colors in here. And maybe it's just the way that I view this palette. Like I feel like Bare Necessities is supposed to be like the warm version, like the warm palette where Stone Cold Fox is like their cool palettes. So, and maybe Bare Necessities is just supposed to be more of a neutral type palette. But gosh, sorry that my voice is so like raspy and whatever. It's just like not woke up yet this morning. I basically just started filming right after I got up and took a shower. Okay, and for my foundation today, I'm going to use the Rimmel Lasting Finish foundation again. And I think I am going to mix just a little bit of fair porcelain with soft beige. I needed like a shade in between these two, but whenever I went to order these online, like I couldn't get the in-between shade, so we just will mix. I'm just using my Wet n Wild makeup sponge to blend in this foundation. All right, so we're gonna do like a bunch of Rimmel complexion products today. So I'm gonna use the Rimmel Multitasker Concealer. And then to set everything, I'm just gonna use the Rimmel Stay Matte powder. I don't know that I've used like all of these Rimmel complexion products together. So I'm curious to see how all these work. Then I'm gonna take like a little triangle powder proof thing, get some of this Rimmel Stay Matte on it, and I'm just gonna use this to set the concealer. Okay, yesterday whenever I was out, I picked up one of the NYX Micro Brows in Auburn. Just because like I kind of went a little bit more warm, reddish, like with my hair. I just want to see how this goes. I know that this is like lighter, so it might not really work, but let's just give it a shot. So. Plus this might be a good pencil for me because I think I'm going to go lighter with my hair, maybe a little bit more auburn. So this might be like a good color whenever I do that, even if this doesn't really work for me at the moment. But at least at the drugstore, it's really hard to find like warm brow products, I feel like. Like warm where they're leaning a more like on the red kind of tone of things. But NYX is definitely, I'm gonna add just a little bit more coverage right up here. But NYX is definitely one of those brands that has a lot of different like shades in their brow products. It's like one of those things that you don't really think about if you don't have like red hair, but it is true. I feel like a lot of drugstore brands don't have things for people that have like red hair. Okay, that definitely warmed my eyebrows up, but I'm gonna set my brows in place with the E.L.F. Wow Brow in deep brown, just cause like my hair is dark and it's like, I need my eyebrows to be dark, but at the same time warm. So I thought maybe if I mix the warm brow pencil with the darker brow gel, it would balance out. So we'll see how this looks like once I get my hair dried and everything, where you can see everything. Okay, I'm gonna go back to the eyes to finish them out. This color here that I took a chunk out of, and I'm gonna use that as my brow bone highlight. For the inner corner, I'm gonna use Idle Hour. I feel like that would be like a really pretty highlight for your face too. Maybe I'll take some of this kind of up on the eyelid a little bit, just to kind of lighten things up. Yeah. I don't know, like maybe I was just wanting my lid shade to be a little bit lighter than what it is today. I don't know. So indecisive. I'm gonna take that shade and Crack On, which is that dark warm tone brown. And I just got some of that on the pencil E30 brush by Sigma. I'm just gonna kind of smudge that on the lower lash line. Just kind of smoke things out. And then I'm gonna grab some Complicated, and I'm also gonna run this here on the lower. Okay, I think that looks pretty good for the eyes. Turned out pretty good. I picked up a different shade in the E.L.F. Primer Infused Matte Bronzer. This is in Forever Sunkissed. I have the other shade in Catching Rays, and that one works really well for me when we're really into summer and I have a little bit more of a tan going. But right now, I mean, I have a little bit of some sun, but not much. So like I haven't been going to the pool or anything like that. So I don't need like a super dark bronzer right now, or super intense bronzer. So I just want to see how this shade looks. I just thought like, let's try out this one. And I'm just going to first apply this. This is the Profusion Round Tapered Powder, the PD8. And I got this like in a Profusion brush set with like 3 other brushes. So I'll have that set linked below. But I kind of just been liking like kind of chiseling out like where I want my bronzer to go. Like, you know, to kind of have a little bit more of a sharp edge. And then go in with like more of like my big bronzer type of brush to then kind of blend things out a little bit. This is just the Sigma F30. Just gonna push this back just so I can get up in the hairline, like where the sun would naturally tan my face. But yeah, I've never owned this color of this primer infused bronzer from E.L.F. But I know so many people love this. And I mean, I like that other shade that I have in this, but I haven't honestly really used it that much just because a lot of times it's a little too intense for me. Bounce up my nose a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna use this LA Colors blush in Peony Perfect. I recently picked this up at the Dollar Tree, and I don't really think I've used this blush too much. I don't even know if I've used it at all in a video yet. So let's use this. And I'm just applying that with the Morphe M241. And this blush is completely matte. Doesn't have any sheen or shimmer in it. Really pretty color. It's like a pinkish, kind of a pinkish red. I'm just going back with my sponge to blend that in. And just out of curiosity, I think I'm going to use the Idle Hour eyeshadow from the ColourPop palette as my highlight today, like my face highlight. So let's just get some of this on this brush. This is the Morphe 164. Yeah, that is such a pretty highlight for the face. I knew that that was going to be like a pretty highlight. And I'm just going to go ahead and set everything with the LA Girl setting spray. All right, so I went ahead and got my hair fixed, got my clothes on for today, and I also went ahead and did my mascara. I just used the Maybelline Lash Sensational on my upper lashes and then the E.L.F lash extender on the lower. So for the lips today, I think I'm going to use this L'Oreal Color Riche. This is in the shade Toasted Almond. And I've been using this like off and on, but like one day I went to use this and the lipstick like literally broke. So I feel like I have to be really careful with this. And I'm like, I don't understand. I feel like L'Oreal changed their packaging and it's not like, it's a little too big, like the tube. So it just gives, I don't know if you can see, like it gives too much wiggle room for the lipstick, and the lipsticks are soft. So they just have a tendency to want to break. So L'Oreal, like, why did you do that? Like, you need to fix that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and line my lips with the Revlon lip liner in, this is their Color Stay Longwear lip liner in Sienna. Okay, and like I said, I'm gonna use the L'Oreal Color Riche in Toasted Almond, and I'm telling you, this is so hard to use since it broke, but I love this color. Okay, so like as you can see, that lip color is like a really nice warm nude. So here is the makeup look completed. So I think everything came together and it looks good. I know I was kind of complaining a lot today about just makeup brands and products, but I think everything like came together. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this. If you did, give this video a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments like what are some videos that you would like to see me do, or like your video request, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.